the Local Stage podcast presented by Shoemaker Guitar Works. I'm your host, Thad Shoemaker.
I'm Trevor at the lever.
What is going on, everybody? We got guest Doppelganger with us in the house tonight.
Hell yes.
What's going on?
What's up, guys? You want to tell us who you are?
I'm Chris Dietz. I play drums.
I'm Alex Coates, and I play guitar.
And I'm Kyle Delvaux. I play bass.
All right.
Beautiful. It's been a little while since we've had guests.
It is.
And I'm really excited to have Doppelganger as our first guest back in a while.
For
Dude,
sure.
thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
It's going to be an exciting show today because not only are we kind of, recording on a beautiful Sunday for everybody, we're changing it up a little bit. We have only Doppelganger songs today.
Right.
And one of them's a brand new juicer you guys are going to bust all over the Quad Cities.
A juicer.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. So, for people who don't know who you guys are, how long have you guys been a band and how did everything kind of start?
Sure.
You want to take this
Yeah,
one, Alex?
everybody's looking at me.
It's a tough question.
We've been a band for like 7 years. Started right when Kyle and I got out of high school.
Yeah.
There's been a couple different iterations of the band. When we started, we actually had 2 vocalists, and now we're an instrumental band.
Which I dig. I think it's really cool that you guys are an instrumental band because there's a ton of metal bands and whatever out there that play similar styles of music to you guys, but they all have vocalists. And sometimes I can't get over hearing the music through the vocals. The vocals get overpowering. With you guys, I can hear all the music, and I really like that about it. It's it's just awesome.
Thank you, man.
I think the way the music was growing anyway, that when we did turn into an instrumental band, that music just already kind of called for it in a natural progression to whereas like the leads and the drums and the bass, like everything kind of takes over for the vocals.
Yeah. No, I would totally agree with that. And it's just awesome. Plumbus is one of my favorite songs that we play on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, even though we've been mispronouncing it as Plumbus.
It's not a real word anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
And where is that from again?
That's from Rick and Morty.
Sweet.
So,
Yeah, all your guys' track names are really unique in the sense, you guys pick out, your favorite shows that you love.
And just like obscure references.
Yeah. No, it works well. All right, well, we're going to talk to you guys a little bit more as the show goes on, but let's jump into your guys' tracks, right?
Sounds good.
So we're going to jump into Worst Case Ontario, and that one is from
Trailer Park Boys.
Trailer Park Boys.
Makes sense now.
Yep.
There's a lot of them.
All right, well, let's rip it off. Here's Worst Case Ontario by Doppelganger right here on the local stage.
Worst Case Ontario by Doppelganger. Now here's Plumbus by Doppelganger on the local stage. Plumbus by Doppelganger. And who do we have here with us? But Doppelganger, if you're just tuning in. This is the first time we've had you guys on the show, right? And first guests we've had in quite some time now. So this is awesome. If you're just tuning in. But so you guys, we were talking before the segment that you get your names of your songs from different TV shows and stuff that you watch. Yeah. Where do you get the musical influence for those, or does it just do the titles just come after you do that? Or
the titles just are completely random.
Okay.
They're just like unrelated to the songs whatsoever.
Okay.
Well, sometimes it can come about. For example, our newest song that we're releasing. When we were discussing bass tracking, Alex and I were just quoting, and I believe it was a Futurama reference anyway.
Yeah, okay.
And in line with the same episode, that's how we walked our way to I Was God Once, which is our newest track. So,
and we're premiering that tonight.
Yes,
so that's awesome.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, here in T minus like 3 or 4 tracks. So y'all better stick with us because that's going to be a real juicer. That's going to be the juicer everybody's waiting for.
Now, Alex, I was talking to Greg at QC Rock Academy here a while back. He stopped in my shop, and he was telling me that he used to practice like a crazy amount of hours per day. Like, he was telling me that, like if you weren't there or you weren't sleeping, you were like practicing.
Yeah,
like. There's no way I could do that, and I've been playing guitar since I was 7. So
I hear you. I don't know. As a kid, I started playing guitar when I was like 11.
Okay,
and it was just like my main. I just stuck with it. It was my main hobby.
Right.
I'm like I tried, sports and other stuff, and tried skateboarding for like a week, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna hurt myself. I'm gonna go back to guitar.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm making progress on. So I'm gonna stick to that.
Sports, skating, back to guitar. That's a good cycle right there.
Yeah.
Now, are all you guys as one as Doppelganger? Are you on social media as Doppelganger, like on Instagram or Facebook or both? Or
So just Doppelganger on Facebook, and then Instagram is Doppelganger QC.
Okay.
YouTube and TikTok is Doppelganger Official.
Okay.
We need to figure out how to get them all the one name at some point.
Right.
But
that's kind of a pain with all the different sites now.
Some of them are taken.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You guys are on TikTok, huh?
Yeah, very recently.
Very recently. We were just posting silly stuff on there.
Well, it's smart because TikTok started as just
It was Vine.
Well, basically, you're right,
Yeah.
But it was kind of like, just, younger people dancing on there doing dance moves with literally in a camera frame of a cell phone.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of action going on. Just a lot of hand flip stuff.
I think that's what a lot of people still think it is. But when I'm on TikTok, it's usually just like comedy videos that I'm watching. And it's hilarious.
Yeah, I think it's kind of morphed itself into more of a business tool too now.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
If you're not on TikTok,
I've drawn up a lot of
behind.
business from creating my TikTok account. I was against it for so long, and I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And I did it. And sure enough, I've sold guitars down to Texas, down to Tennessee, just from people seeing me on TikTok, so that
awesome.
it's crazy. Yeah. You wouldn't think that would happen through that, but it does.
Yeah. It works well.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's let everybody listen to some more Doppelganger.
Hell yes.
And not have us blab on too much. All right. Well, this is my favorite Doppelganger track pretty much all time. I have heard the new one, but for the listeners' sake, I haven't heard the new one yet. So we'll get to that when it comes. But this is The Way She Goes right here on the local stage with Doppelganger. That was The Way She Goes by Doppelganger. Here's 49 Drinks, also by Doppelganger, right here on the local stage. That was 49 Drinks by Doppelganger. So we have a brand new exclusive song that we're going to play for everybody. You guys want to, hype it up for us all?
Absolutely.
Let's talk about it a little bit.
Yeah. So this one, it's kind of interesting. It actually started with a riff just from my Instagram that Chris here told me we should make a song out of.
Cool.
And so, we went ahead and spent way too long writing complicated ass riffs.
Because it actually went, he had the riff and I was like, man, this would be so sick for a song. And then we are wanting to do one song with a vocalist. So we are currently writing one with a vocalist. But this one was going to be more of a polyphia, but a heavier bass song with like catchy vocals.
Okay.
And that kind of fell through. So then we were just like, why don't we just continue this, but just
we kind of
shred the shit out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
we originally,
yeah, man.
Yeah, like the original structure had space left open for vocals, but then I just put solos over all
Yeah,
of those.
nice.
And I just put drum fills everywhere.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's a big long drum section in the middle.
Well, dude, it works.
Yeah.
It works like hell, man.
There's this cool little bass part in the breakdown too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because we're very meticulous about how we write it. Alex and I get together probably once a week and just go through different iterations of it.
Cool.
Flush stuff out.
So with Kyle, I mean, you're in Iowa. You're living in Iowa City.
Yeah. Up in North Liberty, but Iowa City area.
Okay, so
Right.
does that kind of put a damper in your guys' ability to practice and get together, or are you guys?
Not at all.
Not
at all?
really,
Because
because
we play to a click live. So we,
Oh,
just
okay.
we just practice to it, you know?
Okay.
yeah, and if the pandemic showed us anything, it's that we can practice individually to the same track and do just fine when we all come together.
Yep.
There'd be months where I think you guys would still be in contact with one another, but I'd come down after maybe a month or two of seeing you guys, and we practice like we had never spent any time apart.
Exactly.
Because we're all practicing to the click, and
That's
the
how
click
you know it's
doesn't
meant to
change.
be.
So
Yeah.
Yep.
And
it
this
works.
is a Doppelganger exclusive. We're about to start running backtracks for everybody. Everybody's going to wear ears, not just me. So we're not even going to have to hang out with each other. I'm not going to have to see these guys. They're just going to have to listen
God.
to the track. We're going to put our ears in. We're going to be like, what's up? And then we're just going to play and act like we're friends. It's going to be great.
Yeah, practice is going to be a
Whatever
thing of the
works.
past.
I already ordered my private jet.
Yeah, I was gonna say all three of our separate tour buses are on their way. They're in the mail.
Yeah.
Our shows are
I'm
going to
in
be a
debt.
family reunion.
We're
really.
in debt.
We're still.
So where'd you guys record this at?
I recorded drums over at Skylark.
Okay.
With Justin.
Yep.
And actually, we just talked last night, and he's going to start working with us pretty exclusively, helping us out with recordings and
Nice.
then also like live stuff too.
Farley's the man, and,
Dude,
and
he's awesome.
That old church that he's got over there.
Oh, it's
just
so
the
sick.
acoustics in that place are just so awesome.
I
Like,
started doing all my drum playthrough there.
you can even tell just watching like
Yeah.
the quick Facebook videos and stuff that
Yeah.
he does how good the acoustics are in that place. It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
crazy.
It's massive.
Yeah, it
And it's
is
gorgeous.
Yeah, one of a kind.
for sure. It's like our own little kind of church of music around here. I guess you'd
Exactly.
say. You know,
Actually, the day we drop the single, we are dropping a show announcement that will be held there.
awesome,
And
awesome.
it's going to be quite the show.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Quite the show.
So you guys
Heck
can't
yeah.
announce it right now?
No.
No.
What the hell?
Because it's quite the show.
Okay.
What day is this? What day is this coming out?
Today is August 8th.
I guess not. I
Yeah,
guess
we
not.
can't.
All right.
We would love to share it with you.
to do it, right?
Well, hey,
You see, we have some really meaty friends on the show that you guys might know.
Real meaty.
So I don't know. We didn't talk about this. Should have talked
We're not
about
doing
this.
it.
I have no clue who you're talking about.
That's
but anyway,
fine.
All right.
you know.
That's fine. We'll talk off air.
Okay, perfect.
I've always wanted to say that.
Yeah. And we usually do in between songs.
we do.
So, enough talk. This is your guys' brand new track.
Oh, we should finish where we tracked it. Alex tracked guitars.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
Dan from Phineas and Fit for a King mixed it and mastered it for us.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Yeah. Because I used to, before I joined them, I was touring full time. I was in a band from Italy called Upon This Dawning. And then I was also touring with Phineas, filling in for them.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Sweet, man.
Friend of the band.
Yeah.
But
Heck yeah.
yeah, me and Kyle just recorded guitar and bass just through my Line 6 Helix just onto my laptop and
Yeah.
sent the tracks off to Dan, and
Yeah.
Dan's
Awesome.
the man and
Awesome.
put it together for us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, whatever works, man.
Exactly.
Whatever works to pump out tracks like this. Well, let's wait no longer. Here is I Was God Once by Doppelganger. right, what did everybody think about that track? That was I Was God Once by Doppelganger. Brand new juicer.
Brand new tune.
And we do want to give a shout out to one of our sponsors, Lobo Salsa, for making that happen. And Chris just said what about Lobo Salsa?
It's the best salsa I've ever tasted, and if anybody wants to dispute it, let's go.
Perfect. There you go. You heard it right from Chris Neat's mouth.
Well, that's hashtag Feel the Hype. Check them out on Instagram and Facebook. That's Lobo Salsa, and you can find out where it's available around the Quad Cities. Usually I try to hit a tavern and pick up a jug because I can have a beer, and then when I get home, do a little chips and salsa.
Yeah.
Or just drink it straight out of the
drink
pint
it
glass.
out of the pint glass, don't you?
Yeah.
I bathe in it.
You bathe in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gives
I've
me like
seen
a
it.
nice bronze look.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, the acidity inside the salsa
You know,
does wonders.
that is why Lobo's bald, right? You know, because he washed his hair in it.
That's so weird. I am starting to bald.
That's why.
I'm just kidding.
buddy.
I got a perfect head of hair. I'm sorry.
Well,
Lobo salsa.
you might not. You might not after you keep bathing yourself in Lobo salsa.
No, Lobo salsa is
It's so good.
you can do anything with Lobo salsa, really. I mean, it's just that good.
Hell yeah. So earlier when a track was playing, we were talking to you, Chris. So what do you have coming up at QC Rock Academy?
Well, let me tell you.
We want to hear about it.
So I teach there on Sundays, and then I'm going to be putting together my first drum clinic.
Cool.
So going over concepts to hard rock and like metal drumming. So with metal drumming, it's one of those things where like anybody can pick it up and just start playing, and if it's really loud and fast, they're gonna slowly get there. Mm-hmm. And it's not like piano where there's a formula, there's basics, there's a foundation that you cover. But in other styles of drumming, there is that foundation, there is those basics. So I'm going to explain how, you take something that you practice, whether it's a rudiment, how it develops into a practice concept, how it develops into a song, and then how we take that and then play it live.
Awesome, man.
Oh yeah.
So, and actually, the new song has a concept of a rudiment, and I will be breaking that down and how I took that concept into multiple variations of a fill in this song.
Okay.
Cool.
Perfect. And when is that going to take place?
That's going to be Sunday, October 3rd.
And
from
how can
12 to 1:30?
12 to 1:30?
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't be there. Well, how can everybody else get there?
They can hit up QC Rock Academy, or they can email me at Chris Deets, DEES, drums@gmail.com.
Perfect. Did you forget your T?
You forgot the T.
Oh, I
the T in
did.
your
I
name,
forgot
bro.
the T in my name. DEETS.
Yes, there you go. So, Thad, you're a guitar fanatic, obviously. You got Shoemaker Guitar Works at the
Right.
top of Harrison Street. Why don't you ask these guys what their rigs are, man?
Well, yeah, I was going to get around to that, but
I know.
Let's get to the nerdy stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So, what you play? It's a Kiesel, isn't it? That you play your guitar.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do you use for an amp then? Because nobody really uses amp heads
it's a fake.
anymore.
It's a fake amp. It's not
Okay.
a real amp. It's just my Helix, Line 6 Helix. Please sponsor me.
You heard it, Line 6.
Yeah, and Kiesel, you too.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, it's like an all-in-one unit that I use for recording. We just mentioned, Kyle and I record guitar and bass through the Helix.
Right.
That's how we make our demos. That's how we record our final tracks. That's how I practice at home, and that's how we play live. We just send it right to the front of house.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's just way too convenient for me to use anything else at this point.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with
All that modern stuff, it's so awesome, but it's like I'm old school tube amp kind of guy, so that stuff's like way over my head. Is like I'm a couple pedals on a pedal board, maybe something
I
like
hear you.
that. But Line 6 makes some awesome stuff now. Like they're totally different company than they were 20 years ago, making like the spiders and stuff.
Yeah, they really stepped up their game.
They did, and that seems to be the way that everybody's going now, because then they don't have to lug around big giant amp heads and cabinets and all that other shit.
Exactly.
You just put it right directly through the PA into everybody's face.
It's so convenient.
And for our shows, most of the time we're on a bill with like 5 or 6 other bands. And
Right.
we have a 20-minute set list, and we need to get on and off stage as fast as possible.
And we have
Exactly.
like lights, and
Yep.
now it's just we carry on our lights, carry on the drums, plug in, and then we're ready to go.
Yeah.
And like usually, we get on so fast, but if we have like a 25-minute show, we're going to play a tight 20. So then we have even more time just to sound check.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Because we really want when we play everything to be perfect and tight.
Right. Yeah, I mean that's essentially that's the best way to do it. So if you can get in there, get up there, get your set done, kick ass, and then get off the stage and blow. Just people are going to be blown away by it. And
then production managers and tour managers are happy. Like,
nobody's yelling at us to get the hell off.
When I was touring full time, I did a 12-band tour, and we were like third on the bill, like third and fourth, and like when you're third, you're getting off. Everything's like swell, but then when you're fourth and then that band's taking like 20 minutes to get off, you're just like, you're going to disappear tonight.
Right.
And like that line, without the line 6, it makes that so convenient, we're on and off.
Yeah. So what do you play through, Kyle?
About the same as Alex. I also play a Kiesel.
Okay.
And just recently switched over to a Pod Go, which is just a more user-friendly version of the Helix.
Smaller version,
Yeah, so I'm in the same boat where all I do is I bring that. I've got more settings than I could possibly need as a bass player.
For sure, yeah.
And I just direct line in, and I'm good to go.
And what do you play for a drum kit?
I play a Sonar. It is a Sonic
Good
Plus
stuff.
2. Yeah. It's crazy. Like, they only made this kit in, like, 95. It was, like, their version of a user-friendly, not highly priced designer kit.
Right. Yeah.
So it
still made a good maple plywood and everything else. They were
had
just
it forever.
I've had it forever. This is my first drum kit.
Not the top, the most expensive thing, but they're made to compete with that most expensive set. Yeah.
Right.
And it sounds just like it, and I love it. And actually, because these guys get so many just custom keysels and stuff, I was like, a drum kit's like $5,000. So I had a friend of mine power coat all my hardware. So now I have gold hardware, and then I have like a reflective gold custom drum head with our logo on it.
Hell yeah, that's badass.
Yeah.
What kind of cymbals you use?
I use Sabian.
Sabians? Okay. Nice.
Very cool.
Nice.
And then Veradum shoes. They're like a drum company I'm endorsed by.
Oh,
yeah.
Kick ass.
Shoe company.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, they're awesome.
That is awesome. So now everybody can go out and buy all that equipment and basically copy you guys.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And tell them we sent you.
Yeah.
That's how business works.
Yeah,
You guys can get
exactly.
sponsorships.
And actually, we just stopped using a laptop too, playing live.
Yeah. Hopefully I can figure out how to use this thing I just ordered. I don't have it yet.
Yeah.
But it's a Somatic Audio LP16. So, we have backtracks live because we're just a 3-piece band. And it's a backtrack player that can also control MIDI. So it's going to be able to split the backtracks to Chris's ears and our ears and the front of house. And we'll also be able to use it to control my Helix and I think also Kyle's Pod Go, so we don't actually have to step on buttons while we're playing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's going to be sick.
Hell yeah.
The freaking future.
The future.
It
The
really
future
is
is
now.
now.
The,
Yeah,
next,
dude.
the
It
next
really
thing
is.
is jetpacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still waiting
Doppelganger
for
on
my
stage
flying
with
DeLorean.
jetpacks would be awesome.
Yes.
All right, well, we're going to be right back with Doppelganger, so stick with us. You're listening to your favorite radio show in the Quad Cities, The Local Stage.
Shout out to our sponsor, Lobo's Salsa. Lobo can be found on Facebook and Instagram. Just look up Lobo's Salsa or hashtag Believe the Hype. Lobo's Salsa is available all around the Quad Cities, and if he likes you, he might even deliver it to you. Check out Lobo's Salsa on Facebook and Instagram.
Stompbox Brewing, right here in Davenport, Iowa. 210 East River Drive. The hazies are their signature, I'm telling you. They have a hazy called Strength of the Mind. It's a hazy IPA. They have another one called Sacred Geometry, Hazy Pale Ale. I go back and forth between those two.
Okay.
They also have one out right now called Flood Insurance. It's a blonde ale. They're always switching around beers that they brew there, and they always have guest beers on tap. 210 East River Drive, Stompbox Brewing, right here in Davenport, Iowa.
If you need the rush for 2021, search no further than Lee Pingle's Turbo Dogs. We fused the jack-charged energy from the leading energy drinks into a classic gas station hot dog. Don't waste time eating and drinking to get your morning going. Choke down a Lee Pingle Turbo Dog, and you'll have enough energy to compete with the top crackheads out of the Quad Cities. Kick the fatigue with Turbo Dogs. Backed with hogs, sugar, glucose, citric acid, taurine, sodium citrate, caffeine, caramel color, glucarana lactone, sorbic acid, niacinamide, inositol, L-carnitine, guarana seed extract, milk thistle extract, Panax ginseng, and hog cocks. Lee, where'd you get the idea? Well, I'm a big fan of roller grill items, and I hate walking to the cooler to grab an energy drink. So I had my R&D department create these turbo dogs. I usually choke them down. No bun, one bite. It's Lee Pinkle's Turbo Dogs. Grab one at Murphy, USA.
Better make sure your ass is wearing a seatbelt. Quick it, or we'll dick it. Illinois is fucking broke, so we're pulling over hardworking citizens for minor traffic offenses instead of handling real problems in your community. If you're on the road, we better see that seatbelt of yours, and you'd better quick it, or we'll dick it. Fuck your personal rights and liberties. We're here to steal your money in addition to the tax dollars you've already given to us that our joke of a state has been mismanaging for decades. You'd better quick it, or we'll dick it. We use stock heavy metal music left over from wrestling promos to scare you into thinking we mean business. It makes us feel like our dicks are bigger. Buckle that safety belt or empty that wallet of yours, boy. Get out your fucking checkbook! Think you can get away with not wearing your seatbelt? Think again. Quick it, or we'll dick it. Brought to you by the Illinois Police Association of blood-sucking law enforcement officials that will hold you down at fuck your mouth.
Trailer Park Boys with Indianapolis Jones. Wait a minute. No, it wasn't. That was Doppelganger with Indianapolis Jones. But it was the title is a Trailer Park Boys reference, right? From Ricky, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Love
Absolutely.
that show. I totally need to look back and watch that again because there's not going to be a new season.
Yeah,
so
I need to
it's one of
finish
those
it,
I need to re-go through again.
Yeah.
I think I need to still finish the new Netflix seasons.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Especially with new songs coming up, we're gonna need
gonna need
more
For sure,
song
you're going to
titles.
need more
We need more references.
inspiration for
Yeah.
song titles, right?
Exactly.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
And I do want to give a shout out to Stompbox Brewing because they have some great beer names as well.
They do.
Like Sacred Geometry and Strength of the Mind. Just kind of like Doppelganger has very unique song names, you know?
Hell yeah.
If you want to check out Stompbox Brewing, go to 210 East River Drive Street in Davenport, Iowa. They're open Tuesday through Sunday, and they also sell the 6-packs to go.
Yes, they do. And that's the greatest thing ever.
Mix match those beers, and I'm telling you, their hazy IPAs are where it's at. Again, if you want more information, go to stompboxbrewing.com.
You know what I think is cool about that place is the all the tap pulls have different like distortion pedals or whatever on them. You know,
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. That it's very guitar based kind of place. You know.
I have to stop by sometime.
Yeah, it's a beautiful building in there. They really did a good job after Rome went out of there.
Yeah.
I mean, after they got decimated by the flood, the barrier failed, and then that tidal wave of water came through the front. But
Yep.
But yeah, no, now it's Stompbox, so go check it out. Some good stuff. So is there anything you guys have coming up soon that you want everybody to know about? Like the details on, a show coming up? I know we kind of talked about one that you do have coming up. You can't release any details now. But is there anything else that you guys want the public to know about you?
Absolutely. So we have our first show back in like a year and a half. It's going to be in Cedar Falls, Iowa.
Nice.
And it is September 18th. And it's called Pit for the Pits. It's a fundraiser for pit bulls.
Oh, cool.
It's going to be with a couple of our friends, By the Thousands, Reaping Asmodea, quite a few other bands. But it's kind of an all-day event over there in Cedar Falls.
Sweet.
Yep. So come check that out if you're in that area, or even if you're not, make the drive, hang out with us.
Yeah.
For sure.
We'll
For
be
a
there.
great cause.
And we
Yeah.
will be playing the Quad Cities soon, but we just
announce that.
can't talk about it.
Yeah.
Well, people can follow you on social media
Yeah,
platforms
definitely.
and, kind of basically stand by until that announcement
Absolutely.
is made.
And if anybody likes what they hear, Alex and I do give lessons,
Yep.
Okay.
Are you still giving lessons at the academy also, Alex?
No, I just every now and then I'll give some lessons over the internet.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I actually never taught at the academy, but Billy, my teacher,
Billy, that's right.
he
Okay.
teaches at the academy.
Okay.
Yeah.
which his band's dope. Chronos Resistor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we play them often here on the show because, Thad said last week.
That's our intro music for the podcast is the beginning of
Symbolism.
Symbolism.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's got a good bass drop on the front end of it, and it's nice to drop in with that.
Oh, yeah.
Then you hear.
Kronos are some talented dudes.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah, big time. I miss Jacob Gregory's vocals, man. Like, he's got such a great voice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So we talked a bit earlier about, you guys did have two vocalists
Yep.
at one point. So have you ever thought about getting a vocalist again? Or is that just completely off limits at this point?
No, it's not off limits. We don't want to limit ourselves to anything. We want to stay as an instrumental band, but we've definitely talked extensively about getting vocal features for songs every now and then.
Okay.
Which
And
we are currently writing one.
Yeah, we currently have a song with vocals in the works.
Okay.
Most likely, you can expect that to be the single after I Was God Once.
Okay.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Well, who are you guys going to send that to first?
Well, it's already
It's
taken care of.
It's in the works.
It's in the works.
He's tracking next week.
I can't think of a good joke, so we're sending it to you first.
Okay. Perfect. That's what I was going for. All right.
And if anybody else wants to send us their music, they can
Yes.
send it to the localstage@gmail.com. Or if you guys have a request or you want to be on the show as a band, whatever, get a hold of us, localstage@gmail.com.
Yep. Send her on over. MP3 wave files. We love them.
We do.
We love them. All right. Well, let's bust another one of these Doppelganger tracks out. This one is Praise the Sun. So, what are we waiting for? Let's hear it right now. right, that was Praise the Sun. Kyle, tell us a little bit about that song.
Yeah, so when we were trying to figure out a title for that track, we were tossing around ideas, and just trying to find something that captured the mood and the feeling that came across from the song. And I would say that Praise the Sun is probably the ballad of the album and by far one of our more melodic songs. So you were talking something heavenly and uplifting, and Praise the Sun just came up as a Dark Souls reference, and it stuck.
Because it's super heavenly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. I hate playing that game because I'm horrible at it.
I've heard it's like the most difficult like game I mean, not the most difficult you can play, but I've heard it's ridiculously hard.
Yes.
So I've never tried it.
Can barely play Pac-Man.
Pac-Man.
But
I just started revisiting all the Dead Space games. I'm on Dead Space 2 right now.
I've heard good things.
They're so sick.
Yeah, those are pretty big games. You know, especially for back in the day when they first came out.
Oh, dude, yeah.
The size of them. You know, I'm not really a huge video gamer, but when I do play, I play Fortnite with my 4-year-old son.
Okay.
There you go.
And he is great at it. Yeah, he's way better than I am.
Oh,
Play
dude,
some
me and my
racing
daughter
games
play
on the
zombies.
Xbox once in a while.
Yeah.
And we get to like round 20.
Yeah.
And she's just like carrying me the whole time.
She's great.
Yeah, she is good. She's good.
She's better than your dad
Yeah.
at zombies.
She's better than I am when I come over.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome, dude. That's the
She's like,
future.
come on, bro.
She calls you bro.
Yeah.
That's funny.
We're homies.
Well, that's awesome, man. So, you know, we had 7 tracks bust out tonight from Doppelganger. I thought we talked about a lot of great things tonight, guys. Thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah, definitely.
This was an
Thank you
honor
guys.
because you guys
Yeah,
were
thank
one
you
of my
so much.
faves. Is there anything you guys want to recap before we go into Leech Life?
Yep. So you guys already heard it, but our new single, I Was God Once, will officially be out on all streaming services and YouTube and everything August 13th.
With the video, right?
Yep.
Okay.
There's going to be a couple videos. The first one is me and Kyle did a guitar and bass playthrough video.
Okay.
That's coming out August 13th, so make sure to subscribe to our
Nice.
YouTube.
And then there'll be a drum playthrough as well.
Perfect.
And then I have my drum clinic Sunday, October 3rd at the QC Rock Academy. It'll be concepts of modern hard rock and metal drumming. And then if you want to go, just hit me up at Chris Dietz, DEET,
There you go. Don't forget the T.
at gmail.com.
Cool. Yeah, that's going to be a really interesting clinic there. So
I've been to a few
I would
of
recommend
the different drum clinics and guitar clinics
Yeah.
and stuff that they've had up there. And no matter who it is, if it's a national guy or a local guy, they're always great and
yeah.
very informational.
And that's what I'm really excited about is I feel like there's kind of 2 levels to it. There's the local guys, like for us, we have like Wes Weber, Brian West, when they
Right.
would put them on at West Music, you know, and those are really cool. And then you would have 2 levels of the A markets with either Morgan Rose or like Todd Zuckerman. So it's either more stories of like the rock and roll life, or it's very over your head technical stuff.
Right.
So I feel like that middle ground of applying these concepts that you learn playing drums to hard rock drumming in a fashion that's more accessible, you know, that market's missing. That's what I'm trying to expand myself
For sure.
to.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, find the gaps and fill those gaps for the
So I've,
community.
you know, studied with a lot of really awesome guys, and I just want to spread that
Be
information.
able to share that with everybody. Yep.
Yeah.
That's great, man.
Hell yeah.
Well,
Yeah, and to close out our last recap, our first show back in a year and a half is in Cedar Falls, September 18th. Pit for Pits, playing with a lot of great bands.
And we
it's
play early.
Yeah, we play early.
Nice.
And it's a fundraiser for pit bulls, so come out, support a great cause, and
Yep, we'll be hanging out all day there, so come say hi.
yeah.
Yeah.
hell yeah.
That's awesome.
All right. Well, again, thank you, Doppelganger.
Yeah, for sure.
thank you so
Thank
much.
you guys
Thank
for
you.
coming on the show.
Thanks
This has
for
been
having us.
awesome. And, you know, we've played your guys' stuff for a year and a half, almost 2 years now,
Almost 2
you know,
years
but
now.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, we're glad to finally get you guys on the show.
Yeah.
So that's
Thank you.
awesome.
Glad to be here.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
This was fun.
You guys have a great Sunday night. I'm Trevor at the Lever.
I'm Thad Shoemaker.
See ya.
Peace.